Well, if word got out that I was in Marshalltown and didn't read this poem, Gail would probably never make meatloaf for me again. Gail and I met in 8th grade at Norwalk Junior High School. She was 5'9", I was 5'3". And she didn't know I was alive until after my junior year, sophomore year, I guess. I went back to school at 6'2", and I finally got her attention. But this kind of tells our story. It's called Queen of the Marines. Do you remember the days when there was a big Armed Forces Day parade downtown Des Moines? Mm-hmm. Some of you are old enough to remember that, with all the different services represented, floats and marching bands and all the rest of it. Well, this is called Queen of the Marines. Never mind the vintage cars, the old tractors, cowboys on their palominos, another out-of-tune high school band. There she was. How could a farmer's daughter at 17 be so tall and smooth and elegant? She was Jackie Kennedy in that Buick convertible. Queen of the Marines. The Navy Queen and Army Queen paled by comparison. In '61, nobody came close. But I was 15. I didn't exist. I could barely make eye contact. She scared me so. And when we kissed in the junior class play, I thought my lungs would collapse. She didn't notice. And then she was off to New York to fashion design school, but at the last minute couldn't go. She didn't say much, just something about farm and money problems. A sign from God. She would be mine after all. And as she tossed the bows aside one by one, I was always there. A little taller now, and not quite so something. I wore her down, and when she married me, she knew little of the dreamer I was. She was my dream. Houses and towns, mostly to appease me, and then a son who would become the glue. And always she with her eyes straight ahead, and I taking the scenic route. Somehow her broken dreams were mended, her regrets stowed away. Now she's a grandmother, Jackie Kennedy in that Chevy Blazer. Tall and smooth and elegant, Queen of the Marines.